Aloha, this is Deborah Bear Barbour, and this is our last Monday together in February, and I decided to call it Fit to Fight in Love. So I'm just wearing my shirt. I'm a finisher. Let's see if I can get up there. Finished the Aloha Run here in Hawaii. It's a charity run, and I actually jogged and walked. Still haven't gotten my ankle up to par yet, but hopefully next year. And this year, because it was the 35th anniversary, they gave us all these awesome, cool medals. Yeah, so I finished that 8.4 miles. It was really quite nice. So let's get going on our Fit to Fight in Love, the last of our series for February, but you will see a surprise at the end. Okay, so this is, I am also a community emergency response team trained person and essential oils coach. So I'm very much interested in, and I also was a lifeguard in my lifetime. And one of the things they teach us first is to take care of yourself first. Remember on the airplane when they talk about the oxygen mask falling, that you put on yourself first, then your child. Because if the first responder, person who's helping, doesn't take care of themselves, then you will or could lose the life of the person you're trying to help and your life. So you need to take care of yourself first. So this is what inspired this for me, for you to fight for your own health and to take care of yourself, especially in this month of February when we're talking about love and love others and love yourself. So it's basically you should love others as you love yourself, right? So you need to love yourself first. So we're going to cover spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical fighting for yourself. So let's cover a couple things. Spiritual essential oils helps. Now this is to help you in that part of your life where you need to really, and a lot of people don't do this, take time out of your day to reflect and meditate and rest. So even if you don't do this yet, if you could take 5 minutes, I mean, put a timer on. And I know for those of people who are super busy, even 5 minutes kind of grates on them because they have so many things to do. But this is such an important thing to help you in your health. So when you add, so I have on the list, you take the time to set up a diffuser. I mean, it takes, probably a minute and a half, but still you have to get your diffuser, you have to fill it with water, you have to choose the oil, drop it in, plug it in, turn it on. But see, just even in those types of, just you doing that, taking time to do that is part of taking care of yourself. Also, to find quiet place where you won't be disturbed for a while. I know some people even just stay in their car, so that they don't have a phone ringing, kids coming to say, hey, where's this, where's that? And but it's really, yeah, if you can do that, find that quiet place, and make it a plan to be a part of your day. You make appointments to do what you need to do, doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, appointments, your sales appointments or lunch dates or whatever. Well, plan that time in your day to reflect and meditate and rest. The best place to choose your oils, now I'm going to give you some suggestions as you see here on the right, but you also are unique. And so you need to, if you can, even if you go on the internet and look up some oils to see what kind of oils will help you come into that place of reflection and meditation and rest. So these are my suggestions that I have used, but there are so many more. I mean, I've had to kind of cut this down. You'll see. So frankincense is one of my top choices, top choices, especially for this to do that time of reflection and meditation, prayer, if you will, and rest. It is called the King of Oils, and it just puts you in that relaxed mode. Citrus, any citrus oils will bring in an uplifting effect and just change the mood, especially if you've had a hard day. Really, really refreshing. So I've chosen a blend, Citrus Bliss and Green Mandarin here. Green Mandarin is just an amazing oil. In fact, I have my frankincense here, and I'm going to anoint myself. So it's kind of nice. It's a cool thing too, to get your oil and anoint yourself, you know, and just get into that mode of reflection, relaxation, post points, you know, and it just, you can put this in your hair. It's amazing. Green Mandarin's one of my most favorites. Go to just to uplift. It's amazing smell. If you want to smell it, let me know and we will connect. If you don't already have it. And then there's blends that we have, Peace and Arise, and I will cover one of these blends in the next coming, yeah, there you go, the coming slides. So there's frankincense, the king of oils. I made a gigantic, and Citrus Bliss, our blend, Citrus Blend and Green Mandarin. Amazing, wonderful oils. So I chose Arise, and if you look in this is a kit. Whoops, sorry about that. I'm getting ahead here. This is a kit called, they call it the Yoga Blends, and mainly because someone who does that helped develop them. And so they went from grounded, which is anchor, to align, to arise, to align. And so it's kind of, every time we name our oils, there's a reason why. And so I will cover a little bit of these oils because they're wonderful. Mainly because the blends, you'll find there's some very special oils in these blends. Now, you don't have to practice yoga. I don't do yoga. Yeah, I do hula. And so I actually do use these oils when I teach hula because it's cool. It works. So here are key factors that I wanted to go through for the oils. Frankincense, of course, I mentioned, is the king of oils, promotes feelings of peace and overall wellness inside and out. And I like to say inside because our oils are CPTG grade, which is certified pure therapeutic grade. They're third-party tested. And so if you see supplemental facts on our doTERRA oils, that means they're safe to ingest. And frankincense is a wonderful oil to ingest for your overall health. Green Mandarin, it's known for soothing properties to the nervous system. Probably that's why I like it. And it also helps with your digestion. I don't know if you know, but a lot of things that go on in your gut also have to do with the rest of your body's health, your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health. And it just creates a bright and energized environment. Citrus Bliss, which is our blend, it contains, some of the ingredients are orange, clementine, bergamot, and vanilla bean. And it's just a refreshing and uplifting a blend of oils. I met a woman at a fair, and she told me that her teacher, I believe it was an exercise or stretch class, if she would put Citrus Bliss in the diffuser, she would do anything in that class. She said it just made her feel so ready to do, you know, whatever needed to be done to help her body get stretched out. So here it is, the Anchor, Align, and Arise blends that I talked about. And I just want to point out the ingredients in these. This is not all of the ingredients, but I picked the very, really cool, amazing oils that are in these blends. So Anchor has frankincense, sandalwood, patchouli, and lavender. They say it connects you to yourself and your innate wisdom, so your internal. It's kind of like an anchoring thing. So with hula, I use this blend to kind of get us out. Hula is very grounded. It's similar to hip hop, not like ballet. And so I like to use this blend to get us into that realm first of grounding. Yeah, as we dance. Arise, I'm going to go to the right here. It has grapefruit, lemon, and melissa and Siberian fir. One of the most amazing oils besides frankincense is melissa, and it is lemon balm. It's very rare, and doTERRA has it. It's amazing. It has so many more properties than just the idea of this arise. So blend it with citrus oils and the Siberian fir is a wonderful, wonderful thing to help you arise above all those things that are trying to pull you down and hold you down. So in reflecting and meditating and resting, I really like this oil. Align, okay. Okay. So it has bergamot, marjoram, jasmine, and rose. These two flowers, jasmine is called the king of flowers, and when you smell it, you know what, it's a beautiful, beautiful smell. It's similar to our Hawaiian pikake flower. And rose, of course, again, is a very expensive oil to have. If you have the pure rose oil, it takes thousands, tens of thousands of petals to make the true oil. And so this is where it says, where it helps you trust yourself and stay open to all possibilities. So to align yourself, especially when you're in that mode of rest, I think that's a good time for you to just be mulling over things that you need to maybe make decisions on, or that you just need to process. Okay, so that is our spiritual essential oils helps. And of course, as I mentioned before, there's so many others, but I just chose these because I know them and I've used them and I love them. So let's move to the second part of our getting fit to fight for ourselves. The mental essential oils helps. So I chose just a few oils here. Again, there are so many others for clarity and memory. So when you diffuse the oils, and you can, like by diffusing them, you can simply just place it in the palm of your hand. You drop it in the palm of your hand, rub your hands together, and just cup it over your nose and breathe in. And that oil is like brain food, goes right into your cells. Oils are lipid based, they're oils, and your cell membranes are lipid based. So these can easily go into your cells. That was my green mandarin. Oh my gosh. So your limbic system contains your memories in your brain. And as you smell these oils, it can trigger memories. And if they're bad, then you can deal with them. Or if you're doing something awesome and you can connect the oil with that, then that will come back to you. And then I have rosemary here, and I also will show you two other oils with rosemary that will help you. Wild orange and peppermint. So these are staples, wild orange and peppermint. These are the best, one of the best-selling essential oils that we have in doTERRA. And they can be used, again, for so many things, but blended together, they make a blend called Focus Blend. And my daughters have used this when in school, when they're like, you know, going through from lecture to lecture to lecture. They have it in a roller ball, and they just use it, and it wakes them up and gets them focused. Here you see rosemary. It helps with concentration also and focus. And in the Old English traditional symbolism, if you gave someone rosemary in a bouquet or, you know, as a gift, in some way, it symbolized remembrance. And so there was a reason for that. Rosemary has so many other functions, but for your mental clarity, this is a wonderful. I love to diffuse this when I'm doing work in my office, um, filing or cleaning up my office, trying to create these presentations. I will diffuse rosemary and a citrus oil like lemon or sometimes bergamot. I love that. And here it is, peppermint and wild orange. Peppermint refreshes and it can deal with muscle tension. You know, so if you need some help in this area, that is, if you're like mentally just going for it every day, whatever you do, you know, figuring stuff out, driving or making decisions, peppermint is awesome. You just have to be careful to not get it around your eyes, too close to your eyes, but right here on the temples works wonderfully. So if you blend it with the wild orange, which helps relax the brain, it'll just uplift and change your mood. And again, that was the focus blend that my daughters use when they have to go to school and go to lecture after lecture. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is emotional fit to fight, getting emotionally fit to fight, and physically fit to fight. Because these are going to take a whole lot of time. I'm really excited to share them with you, but I'm going to wait till next week, Monday, and we'll continue and finish this Fit to Fight. So I'll see you next Monday, March 4th, for Fit to Fight 2, and we'll talk about emotional, physical, essential oil health. Okay, aloha. I hope you're having, and we'll have a great week. Okay. Aloha.